Something is unfolding that will sweep you off your feet, and no matter how big you dream, it's bigger. You've been wrestling with disappointment for so long, you almost forgot that sudden, miraculous good fortune could be yours. You, chosen ones, are entering a new phase brimming with possibility. Stay with me at least 12 minutes. This knowledge is critical so you can channel the coming blessings without sabotage. Right now, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment 77 so the universe knows you're open. Then in a natural tone, leave a second comment. Ready for what's next? That small action activates immediate breakthroughs and a season of unstoppable transformation in your life. Chapter 1. You reach the edge of doubt and long for a sign. You prayed for a glimmer of hope when daily struggles piled on top of each other without mercy. Doors closed on you, and each rejection felt heavier than the last. Perhaps you were convinced you'd used up your share of good luck and that your path was destined for endless grind. Nothing seemed to confirm otherwise. Bills loomed, relationships frayed, and even your private moments of reflection felt tainted by anxiety. The future, once full of color, became a dull routine. You found yourself longing for a single sign, a whisper from God, or a cosmic nudge that the tide could still turn. In this bleak backdrop, you stumbled upon little hints, a dream that reawakened your passions, a random word of encouragement from a stranger, or an unexpected respite that arrived exactly when you were about to break. Those subtle signals ignited a spark in your weary heart. They felt too coincidental to ignore. They reminded you that, perhaps, just maybe, the universe wasn't finished with you. Each sign carried the same message. Hold on, because an extraordinary shift is on the horizon. At first, you doubted these nudges. Hadn't you tried everything? Weren't you always the one left behind while others soared? Yet the more you tried to dismiss these signs, the louder they got. A friend might text you out of nowhere with an uplifting testimony, or a sermon clip popped up on your feed, speaking directly to your hidden pain. You realized these synchronicities weren't random. They were answers to the prayers you had almost forgotten you prayed. Something in your spirit snapped to attention, urging you not to give in to despair. You recognized that your hardships were shaping you, thickening your skin, honing your discernment. You realized that every attempt to crush your hope was, in fact, forging the very strength you needed for an incoming avalanche of blessings. Still, you struggled to maintain faith. Old wounds haunted your quiet moments. If life had let you down so many times before, who's to say it wouldn't disappoint you again? But as chosen ones, you understand that the darkest hour often comes just before dawn. Each time fear whispered that the worst was yet to come, a faint but persistent voice inside countered, "Your story isn't done." That tension between deep apprehension and stubborn optimism became your constant reality. Then a powerful conviction took root. Enough was enough. You saw that the old cycle of doom scrolling and negative self-talk had to be broken. If the universe was indeed signaling an imminent upgrade, you refused to sabotage it with cynicism. You decided to open your spirit to the faint spark of possibility. This act of trust, small as it seemed, shifted something profound in the heavens. Because you softened your walls and dared to hope again, a new wave of favor prepared itself to roll into your life. In that single decision, you aligned with the unstoppable motion of blessings, waiting only for your final nod to unleash their bounty upon you. Chapter 2. You're on the brink of an overflow you never thought possible. You notice the tone of your life changing, in whispers at first. Small solutions to problems that once seemed insurmountable. Brief surges of optimism that broke through your gray routine. That's how the universe often works, sprinkling gentle indicators of a coming overflow. Some call it luck, but you know it's more than that. It's divine orchestration. You find yourself reflecting on all the times in the past when you needed just a bit more support, a bit more clarity, and it never came in time. Now, however, the energy is shifting in your favor. It's as if you can feel a dam about to break. Each day you wake up with a soul excitement that says, maybe today is the day everything changes. For you, chosen ones, that sense of imminent transformation is never random. It's an echo in your spirit from the higher realms, preparing you to receive what has been building up behind the scenes. Think of it like seeds planted in the darkest soil, silently growing for seasons until they finally burst through the surface, unstoppable and flourishing. Those who once doubted you or laughed behind your back are clueless about the magnitude of what's coming your way. If you try to explain the swell of anticipation in your chest, they might dismiss it as daydreaming. But they're not the ones who wept in solitude, crying out to God for a breakthrough. They're not the ones who felt the quiet pressure in the night, urging you to hold on just a bit longer. When people shrug at your optimism, it's because they can't see the spiritual treasury that's about to open. You might still catch yourself flinching when an unexpected phone call or email arrives, half expecting bad news. Old habits die hard. Yet you sense that these days messages could bear opportunities, not pitfalls. That job you applied for months ago might ring you up with a proposition. A random conversation might ignite a partnership that skyrockets your goals. The universe, guided by the hand of God, has orchestrated each piece of your puzzle. No detail is wasted. This new wave of luck is, in fact, a meticulously crafted blessing that resonates exactly with your needs, passions, and destiny. It's crucial, though, not to undervalue your readiness. This overflow isn't just random fortune. It's a direct result of your perseverance, your unyielding faith, and your moments of silent tear when you could have walked away. The universe recognizes that you're not the person you were a year or even a month ago. You're stronger, sharper, and more in tune with the divine. And because of that alignment, you're capable of stewarding an influx of blessings that would have overwhelmed the old you. Your sole task now is to remain expectant. Don't second-guess the good that's surfacing. Lean into it. Let your prayers shift from pleading to gratitude, affirming that the seeds you sowed are finally bearing fruit. The full picture might still be hidden, but every new day reveals more. You stand at the threshold of an overflow so vast, your past struggles will seem like distant echoes. You can't see all the specifics yet, but that's the beauty of divine surprises. They exceed human expectations and affirm that with God, truly nothing is out of reach. Chapter 3. You must align your mindset with the promise of greater things. Even if signs of change are all around you, an old mindset can sabotage your shot at massive blessings. It's not enough to sense that a miracle is near. You need the mental framework to hold it. Imagine receiving a flood of abundance while still convinced you're doomed to fail. You'd squander or repel the very blessing you prayed for. That's why your mindset must evolve from survival mode into expectancy. You must root out doubts and shift into an attitude of readiness for the best God can deliver. When you hear the word lucky, part of you might cringe, thinking, I don't deserve luck, or luck has never been on my side. That's the leftover residue from countless rejections or humiliations. But chosen ones, you're not defined by past outcomes. Those were lessons, training grounds to develop your fortitude. The universe didn't permanently stamp you as unfortunate. It was cultivating the warrior spirit inside you. Now, as new opportunities glimmer, it's your job to dethrone the old voices that claim you're not worthy or that you'll only mess it up. One practical step is to monitor your self-talk. If you catch your thoughts drifting to phrases like, that's too good for me, or I always sabotage things, shut them down immediately. Replace them with affirmations rooted in the truth of your divine inheritance. Simple statements like, I receive all that God has for me, or I am prepared for every good thing heading my way, can rewire your neural pathways to expect success. It may feel silly or forced at first, but repetition carves out new mental grooves that reshape your perspective. Another key is surrounding yourself with the right voices. If your circle is full of chronic complainers or cynics who belittle your optimism, consider distancing yourself. Negativity is contagious, and you can't afford it when you're on the brink of destiny. Conversely, seek out mentors, friends, or even online communities that celebrate breakthroughs. Their energy will reinforce your own shift, validating your sense that the universe is actually your ally, not your enemy. And if you find no such support close by, rely on your prayer life. God has a unique way of reinforcing your faith when human voices fail. It's also vital to stay anchored in gratitude for what you do have. Spiritual law responds to an appreciative heart. The more you acknowledge even the tiniest wins, like a random compliment or an unexpected discount, the more your subconscious mind aligns with abundance. This synergy dissolves that old lack filter, making space for bigger miracles. Next time you sense a small spark of good fortune, pause and express genuine thanks. You might even speak it aloud. I receive this with gratitude, and I'm ready for more. That tiny ritual can shift your emotional state in seconds, boosting your readiness to embrace the next wave of blessings. Lastly, do not shy away from your aspirations. Dream as big as you dare, because your new vantage point is spiritual expansion, not limitation. If fear intrudes, treat it as a fleeting cloud, not a permanent forecast. The moment you lean into the possibility that this time it'll be different, you unleash the creative force that turns intangible hopes into tangible realities. By fueling your mind with these truths, you're fertilizing the soil of your spirit. So when the universe rains down opportunity, you'll be fully prepared to let it flourish. Chapter 4. You're rising above the shadows of past disappointments. It's understandable to wince when you recall past near wins that somehow slipped away. An exciting job lead, a budding romance, or a financial breakthrough that vanished too soon. Each disappointment loomed like a shadow over your faith, yet there's an enduring spark inside you that refuses to die. While cynicism murmurs, "You're doomed to lose again," your deeper sense contradicts it. Now is the time to silence that negative echo for good. Maybe you tried dimming your hopes, reasoning it's safer not to aim high, but your soul won't settle for half measures. God planted seeds of greatness in you, dreams that can't be fed by small living or extreme caution. Each time you consider shrinking back, that restlessness you feel is your spirit rejecting mediocrity. Past heartbreaks weren't signs of disfavor. They shaped your perspective and fortified your resilience. Look at each disappointment as a strength builder. Some taught you to trust your intuition. Others taught you what to refine in your strategy. Certain heartbreaks revealed who truly supported you and who preyed on your weakness. Though painful, those lessons formed you into someone who can handle the magnitude of what's coming without sabotage or naivety. So yes, the heartbreak was real, but it was training you to securely hold the next opportunity. As discouragement peels away, you sense a new self emerging, someone who knows your season of lack is ending. You might feel more hope day by day, or find yourself smiling without reason, forgetting the sorrow you once carried like armor. You still have caution, but it's evolved, decided, not a barbed wire fence around your heart. This emotional shift signals you're ready for the next rise. Your mind might occasionally waver, but your spirit knows change is at hand. You may fear repeating mistakes, but trust in your growth. You're no longer the person who fell for illusions or hesitated at key moments. God allowed certain trials so you'd sharpen boundaries and define core values. Now, when fresh challenges or openings arise, they'll meet a more self-aware, spiritually tuned you. Paired with the cosmic green light over your life, that's a potent recipe for breakthrough. So let those old disappointments fade. Let your mistakes and heartbreaks serve as lessons, not shackles. You can honor the insights gained without clinging to negativity. The memory of conquered hardship sets the stage for your triumphant entrance. A new dawn is breaking, brighter than you dreamed. Stay open, and you'll shift from lamenting past losses to celebrating the unstoppable blessings about to grace your door. Chapter 5. You must prepare practically for an unexpected surge of good fortune. Your faith is rising, and your intuition is sharpening, but spiritual alignment alone isn't enough. You need a practical plan to handle the blessings headed your way. Whether it's a sudden promotion, a lucrative deal, or a relationship that leaps forward, you can win it. Luck without preparation can lead to chaos. Think of those who win the lottery but lose everything soon after due to poor planning. You've come too far to watch your harvest slip away. Start by organizing your physical and financial life. If you anticipate new income, get your finances in order now. Track your expenses, learn basic budgeting, or ask an expert for tips. Managing smaller amounts responsibly shows the universe who will steward larger sums well. Similarly, if your career is set to skyrocket, sharpen your skills in advance. Update your resume, refine your LinkedIn, and build a stellar portfolio. These steps signal that you're equipped and serious. If you sense a deep relationship forming, invest in personal healing so old wounds don't sabotage new love. Seek therapy, set boundaries, or talk to trusted mentors. Rarely will the universe drop blessings into hands unprepared to hold them. Review your schedule too. Some breakthroughs demand time, maybe flying out on short notice or spending extra hours on a new venture. Stay flexible so you don't miss out because you were locked into lesser obligations. Prune away distractions that don't align with your purpose. Bigger responsibilities are coming, so free up. Mental space. Also, cultivate emotional support. Miracles, even joyful ones, can be overwhelming. Surging ahead of peers might draw attention or skepticism. Find allies who truly celebrate your wins. Let them ground you and help you navigate any added pressures. That backing will keep you balanced as you rise. Guard against self-sabotage, especially when things start going well. Your survival instincts might tempt you to create drama or procrastinate, driven by old patterns of fear. Recognize it, then use prayer, journaling, or meditation to steady yourself. Affirm that you deserve the gifts arriving. This inner alignment enables the wave of fortune to integrate smoothly rather than wreak havoc. By merging pragmatic steps with your growing faith, you prove you're ready, physically, financially, and emotionally, to handle abundance. You've done the inner work, and now you're doing the outer work. That's how you transition from merely hoping for good things to confidently welcoming them. And when the next level of opportunity presents itself, you'll stand fully prepared, ready to embrace a life of true, sustainable prosperity. Chapter 6. You're on course for a collective elevation that will shock your critics. While your journey feels personal, you're part of a bigger wave raising many chosen ones at once. It's not just you sensing a cosmic shift. Others, too, are called to spread light in times of growing darkness. Your incoming blessings aren't just for private benefit. They're resources you'll use, your stories, leadership, or finances, to uplift those in need. This collective synergy multiplies every chosen soul's fortune, weaving a global tapestry of hope. Picture yourself landing a breakthrough, a dream job, striking gold in a creative pursuit. Cynics who once scoffed at your faith are left speechless. They never imagined your prayers and persistence could yield such palpable success. Yet you, in humility, see your blessing as a beacon, showing others that the supernatural is real, that belief and disciplined effort can produce extraordinary results. This mass awakening also draws skeptics. They may dismiss your progress as coincidence or favoritism. Their disbelief stems from not grasping the divine in daily life. It won't matter. Your transformation is so undeniable that no rumor can overshadow it. Observers sense a calm authority about you, as though you answer to a higher directive. Through your life, the universe offers a living lesson, one among many, reminding a cynical world of the power of faith. You may feel the weight of new responsibilities. However, collective elevation doesn't promise a carefree sprint into a perfect world. It can mean guiding a team, lifting a family member from despair, or championing community causes. Light draws attention, both supportive and draining. That's why your spiritual disciplines remain essential. Prayer, alone time, personal care. These keep you afloat on the very wave meant to carry you. Only from a stable place can you truly help others. Meanwhile, your critics watch from the sidelines. Some admire you in secret, too prideful to admit it. Others stare in stunned silence, reassessing everything they assumed about you. A few might approach, with an apology or curiosity, either to learn how you achieved a shift they deemed impossible. Your response is up to you. Graciousness, caution, or a mix of both. The universe simply asks that you stay true to your essence and your calling. Realize your blessing, though personal, echoes far beyond your own life. Whenever you act with faith, pursue your purpose, or share the unvarnished truth of your struggles, you plant seeds of inspiration that may blossom in someone else's life. This is the ripple effect. When chosen ones step into their rightful inheritance, far from selfish ambition, their favor merges into a grand design where many find courage through their example. In this synergy, naysayers evolve into seekers, and the unstoppable rise of one sparks the collective rise of many. Chapter 7. You are fully equipped to handle the unimaginable good headed your way. You might wonder if you'll crack under the weight of the tremendous blessings on the horizon. Big opportunities often come with big pressures. Yet remember, God has spent years molding your spirit. Every trial and heartbreak form part of your training. Now you stand on the edge of blessings once deemed impossible. If part of you trembles at the thought of holding such abundance or influence, rest assured, you're ready. Look at your growth. Lingering self-doubt is now a faint whisper. Your pure life is stronger. Your resilience proven. Where you once believed you didn't deserve good things or feared sabotaging them, that narrative no longer holds power. Today you enter this new chapter with humility and self-respect, a potent mix ensuring you won't let these blessings slip through your fingers. Your relationships mirror this inner shift. Some connections have faded away, others have deepened, but what remains is respectful of your journey. You once feared heartbreak so intensely that you kept people at bay. Now you recognize that chosen ones can't hide. Your destiny demands open partnerships aligned with your purpose. Strength and discernment will safeguard you from toxic ties. Don't underestimate how perfectly your unique gifts mesh with the opportunities racing toward you. This alignment isn't random. It's orchestrated by a higher plan. The very talents you once dismissed, be it organizing genius, empathic listening, or creative flair, are precisely what these doors require. It's proof these blessings are tailor-made for who you are now, refined by life's storms. Stay vigilant. Blessings can lull you into complacency if you assume you've reached the pinnacle. Keep fueling your spiritual core. Preserve time for prayer or meditation daily. Guard your humility, knowing you can still learn, still evolve. Pride can dismantle even the most blessed. Gratefulness preserves the flow of favor now pouring into your life. So lift your eyes expectantly, but keep your feet on the ground. You're not venturing alone. A whole spiritual network supports you. Accept this astonishing good with open arms and a mindful heart. Let your transformation serve as living proof that faith, resilience, and divine timing can rewrite any story. If you doubt your readiness, cast it aside. The universe and your spirit's restlessness confirm it. You're beyond equipped. Step forward with the confidence of one who stands on the threshold of wonders unimaginable, fully prepared to flourish in a destiny greater than the limits you once believed unbreakable.